Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel, The Belgian Villains. Today, we're going to talk you through the match that took place this Sunday the 19th of April, at Villa Park. It was an important match for Villa, who had just won 4-0 on Thursday, making it 7-1 on aggregate against Bologna in the Europa League, which secured their place in the semi-finals of the competition, where they would face Nottingham Forest 2 weeks later. The focus now had to shift back to the Premier League and securing a place in the Champions League. It was also a crucial match because Chelsea had lost against Manchester United, and Villa had the opportunity to move 10 points clear. The match started very well for Villa because after just 2 minutes, following a good combination between Cash and John McGinn delivered a cross and Ollie Watkins finished it perfectly with a header. 1-0 to Villa. Watkins had scored his 100th goal in the previous match, and this was his 101st for Villa, a goal that will have done him the world of good, and his 14th of the season. After that, Sunderland began to dominate possession, which allowed Chris Rigg to curl a perfect effort into the left-hand side of Emiliano Martinez's goal. It was unstoppable for the Argentine keeper, 1-1 for Sunderland, and the first goal of the season for Chris Rigg. After that, Villa defended well and tried to hit on the counter at times. Then, at one point, Morgan Rogers produced a moment of magic down the left-hand side and played a superb ball through to Jan Madsen, who crossed first time for Ollie Watkins, who once again finished brilliantly with his head. 2-1 to Aston Villa, and a brace for Ollie Watkins, who has been scoring regularly in recent weeks. After that, Villa continued to defend well, and both teams went into the dressing rooms with the score at 2-1 to the Villains. Then, after the restart, the Villains began the second half extremely well because straight after a good recovery from John McGinn, he played the ball to Ross Barkley, who then fed it into Watkins. Watkins produced a superb pass for Morgan Rogers, and Rogers finished it into the bottom right corner. A superb goal and a genuine counter-attacking move from the Villains. Another goal for Morgan Rogers this season, his 12th of the campaign. He had also scored in the previous match against Bologna. Villa were now leading 3-1 in the match, and at that point it really felt as though the game was almost wrapped up. After that, Villa tried to score another goal, knowing full well that everyone wanted to see Ollie Watkins complete his hat-trick. Unfortunately, they were unable to do so. Then, around the 85th minute, Jadon Sancho made a fairly costly mistake by playing the ball to Trey Yumi, who finished straight away. 3-2 to Villa. It was a frustrating goal to concede because it showed that there was going to be a dramatic finish to the match. Then, shortly afterwards from a cross, Jadon Sancho lost possession again, which allowed one of the Sunderland players to produce a magnificent pass for Isidore, who found the net. It was a horrible moment for Aston Villa. After leading for the entire match, they had conceded twice in the space of 2 minutes, especially from defensive mistakes, which was really painful for the Villains. And after that, it could have become even worse. A superb pass found Habib Diarra, who found himself one-on-one with Emiliano Martinez and tried to chip the Argentine goalkeeper, but Martinez produced an exceptional save to prevent the score becoming 3-4. Then, just 38 seconds later, a brilliant cross from Lucas Dean found Tammy Abraham, who had come on during the match, and Tammy Abraham finished it. It was a superb ending to the game for the Villains, who had just come through a 7-goal thriller. An incredible finish, and the third goal of the season for Abraham. The match therefore ended 4-3 to Aston Villa. It was an important win, and above all a real sense of relief for the Villains, who gave themselves a huge scare late on. It also sends a clear message for the rest of the season that they cannot afford to switch off in the final 7 or 8 matches that remain. The most important thing now is to focus on the end of the season, on this Europa League campaign, and try to win a trophy after 30 years. Thank you very much for watching this video. We'll be back on Saturday to talk through the match against Fulham. And up the Villa!